Good morning, everyone. Today's topic is coaxial cable and optical fiber cable. So, the coaxial cable and optical fiber cable are the types of media. So, first of all, transmission media is two types. One is the guided media and second one is the unguided media. Guided media is nothing but it is a connection oriented type of communication system. A direct connection is established between sender to receiver. That is nothing but the connection by using of either coaxial cable or optical fiber cable or the connection using twisted pair cable. So that is nothing but a connection established between source to receiver by using of these type of cables is called guided media. Unguided media is nothing but it is the another type of transmission media. In unguided type, there is no direct connection established between sender to receiver. The guided media is called wired communication. Unguided media is called wireless communication. Wireless communication. In wireless communication, the transmission through source to receiver by using of air or outer space. The channel is used from source to receiver as a air or outer space in unguided media. Whereas guided media, the communication is from source to receiver by using a wired cable. The wired cable is a type of coaxial cable or optical fiber cable or twisted pair cable. Based on applications, we can use these three different types of media, these three different types of cables. So the twisted pair cable is again it will be two types. It will be discussed in it was discussed in last class only. The twisted pair cable is nothing but it will be used for both carrying data and voice messages. So the twisted pair cables are used in telephony communication system. The wires are internal wires are copper wires. It will be twisted in the form. So first, the twisted pair cables is again it will be divided into two types. One is the UTP and second one is the STP. UTP stands for unshielded twisted pair cable. Unshielded twisted pair cable. The unshielded twisted pair cable consists of two conductors. It was covered by a PVC material. Unshielded twisted pair is first two conductors are covered by PVC material, and the main use of unshielded twisted pair is it will be used for both voice and data communication, but it supports only shorter distance communication. Long distance communication, the disadvantage is nothing but in unshielded twisted pair noise will be more in long distance communication, and it doesn't support to long distance communication also. But main advantage is it is easy and low cost, and next one is it will be suitable for shorter distance communications. And the second one of twisted pair cable is shielded twisted pair cable. The shielded twisted pair cable is also consist of two conductors, but it is covered by shielded path, metal shielded path. The two conductors are covered by metal shielded path. Next, and the main advantage of shielded twisted pair cable compared with unshielded twisted pair cable, the shielded twisted pair cable is suitable for long distance communication, and also noise will be noise or it is also known as crosstalk. The crosstalk will be less in shielded twisted pair cable. So these are all about previous class topics. Today's class is completely related to coaxial cable and optical fiber cable. This is also one type of guided media only. Last class we can complete guided media definition, and also the guided media first type is twisted pair cable, and the twisted pair cable is again it will be divided into shielded and unshielded. So these are covered in previous classes, and today's class is type of twisted pair cable is type of guided media, coaxial cable and optical fiber cable. First, guided media is defined as it is a physical medium through which the signals are transmitted. In guided media, it is a physical medium, the signals are transmitted, and it is also known as bounded media. The guided media is also known as bounded media, and another name of guided media is wired communication. So this is the transmission media. First, the transmission media, it will be divided into two types. The two types of transmission media is, one is the guided media and second one is the unguided media. So guided media or guided transmission media is nothing but it uses a cabling system. Next, the data signals are bounded by the cabling system. So the data will be transferred by using of only cable. The cable is exchange the data between source to receiver. In some cases like telephony system, the data transmission in both the directions, means sender to receiver and receiver to sender. Sender to receiver and receiver to sender at the same time is called, it supports for full duplex communication. The cabling system, it supports for full duplex communication system. So whereas next, the bounded media is also known as guided media. Next, in the data transmission, only transmission from source to receiver is called source to receiver. That is nothing but the data transmission is only one direction. That is nothing but the data transmission only on unidirectional communication. So it is called simplex. In the cabling system, it also supports for full duplex communication. At the same time, it also supports for simplex communication. Simplex communication is nothing but data transmission is only in one direction. That is nothing but broadcasting channels or cable TV networks. So in cable TV networks or broadcasting systems, the data transmission from only source to receiver. Either telephony system is nothing but the data transmission from source to receiver, at the same time again receiver to source. So this is the basic differences of twisted coaxial cable and twisted pair cable. The twisted pair cable is used in telephony systems. So first, guided media is nothing but coaxial cable is nothing but it is the example of unidirectional, and twisted pair cable is the example of bidirectional communication. Unidirectional communication is simplex and bidirectional data transmission is full duplex. So here the guided media. So guided media is, first transmission media is two types, guided and unguided. Guided is nothing but the data transmission through a physical medium. The data transmission through physical medium where the signals are transmitted. So the another name of guided media is also called wired communication or bounded communication. So in guided media, the data will be transmitted by using of cabling systems. Next, the data signals are bounded by the cabling system, and it is also known as bounded media. So the guided media is again, it will be divided into three types, mainly three types. One is the twisted pair cable, second one is the coaxial cable, and third one is the optical fiber cable. So first one is the twisted pair cable, completed in previous class. Now I am going to discuss about coaxial cable. The coaxial cable is also called coax. C-O-A-X. Coax has an inner central conductor. It will be surrounded by insulating sheet, which is in turn enclosed in an outer conductor shield. So it is also known as coax. In coax, the central conductor is surrounded by insulating sheet. The central conductor is covered by insulating sheet, which is in turn enclosed with outer conductor shield. Next, this acts not only as second conductor for complementing the circuit, but also as a shielded against noise. So it is nothing but the main aim is nothing but it will be protecting from noise. So the acts is not only second conductor for complementing the circuit, and main advantage is shield against noise. The surrounding path is used for against noise, shield against noise. Next, this outer conductor is covered by a plastic cover. First, inner conductor surrounded by shielding path. surrounding by insulating shielding path. Next, which is enclosed with outer conductor. The shielding path is enclosed by outer conductor. Again the outer conductor is covered by plastic coat. So it contains four. First, inner conductor, surrounded sheet, and sheet will be covered by outer conductor, and outer conductor will be covered by using a plastic cover. So four types of there. The coaxial cable, the inner conductor of coaxial cable is made up of copper, and the outer conductor is made up of copper mesh. Next, the middle core is made up of non-conductive cover. It separates inner conductor from the outer conductor. Next, the middle core is responsible for data transferring, whereas the copper mesh, it prevents from the EMI, electromagnetic interferences. So here we are the four type of materials. First one is the inner conductor this is the inner conductor. Center conductor is the inner conductor, and the inner conductor is made up of copper type material. This is made up of copper type material. Next, the outer conductor is made up of copper mesh. Outer conductor is made up of copper mesh, and the middle core is made up of non-conducting cover. Non-conducting cover, it separates the conductor and inner conductor and outer conductor. This is the insulator, metals, insulators. So non-conducting cover, insulator is a non-conducting cover, and it separates the inner conductor and outer conductor. So it's separating the insulator, it's separating the inner conductor and outer conductor. And the middle core is also responsible for data transferring, whereas copper mesh, it prevents the electromagnetic interferences also. So the coaxial cable is much reliable, and it can carry for higher data rates. It can carry the higher data rates. So this is the diagram of coaxial cable. Coaxial cable, it carries signals. So coaxial cable, it carries signals of higher frequency ranges than twisted pair cables. So coaxial cable carry the higher frequency ranges compared with twisted pair cables. So this is the coaxial cable. First, this is the center conductor. Next, folded shield. This is a dielectric material. Next, broadband outer jacket. So this is the inner conductor and outer conductor. The inner conductor and outer conductor are separated by the sheet of insulator, and this is the plastic coated cover. Inner conductor, outer conductor, next insulator and plastic cover. The plastic cover, it covers the outer conductor. So first, inner conductors are covered. Inner conductor is covered by the shielded material, and the shielded material will be covered by the plastic coated outer material. Outer conductor and the outer conductor is covered by the plastic coated material. Inner conductor, outer conductor, middle one is the separation from inner conductor, outer conductor, that is nothing but insulator, and the outer conductor is covered by the plastic cover. The insulator is made up of metal shielded type of material. So the outer conductor is copper mesh, and the middle one is a non-conductive material, and the non-conductive material is a insulating type of material. Next, this is the block diagram. This is a diagram of coaxial cable, and the coaxial cable inner conductor is a coaxial cable mainly used for carrying of higher data rates, and the coaxial cable inner conductor is a solid wire. The inner conductor is a solid wire. Next, the outer conductor, it serves as a shield against noise and second conductor. So it is works as a shield against noise and a second conductor. The outer conductor works as a second conductor. Inner conductor works as a primary conductor or first conductor. The outer conductor works as a second conductor. The need of second conductor is nothing but the shield against noise. It protects against noise. Next, the coaxial cable standards. There are some different standards for coaxial cables. So coaxial cables are categorized by the first, this is the about coaxial cable type of material and uses. So first one is the copper material, and next one is the outer conductor is also made up of copper mesh, and it separates insulating material, separates the inner and outer conductors. So the coaxial cables are the main need of coaxial cables are used for high frequency data transmission compared with twisted pair cable. Next, in coaxial cable, the middle one is the separator. The insulator is nothing but it separates the primary conductor and secondary conductor. The secondary conductor is nothing but outer conductor. Next, the middle one is responsible for data transferring, whereas the copper mesh, it prevents the electromagnetic interferences. So data transferring purpose also second one is used, and outer conductor is protest against noise and EMI, electromagnetic interferences. It prevents the EMI, electromagnetic interference. Next, coaxial cable standards. There are different standards in coaxial cable. The coaxial cables are categorized by their radio government ratings. The radio government ratings is also known as RG ratings. So each RG denotes a unique set of physical specifications, including the wire gauge of the inner conductor and the thickness of the type of inner insulator and the construction of shield and the size and type of the outer casing. So the coaxial cables are mainly categorized by the RG ratings, and each RG denotes the unique set of physical specifications. Here the different RG levels are there. The different RG levels are, it will be used for, the different RG levels are used for set of unique set of physical specifications, including wire gauge. Next, and wire gauge of inner conductor and thickness of the inner insulator, wire gauge, thickness and construction shield and the size of outer casing. So the RG denotes the inner conductor value, inner gauge including the wire gauge of inner conductor. Next, thickness of inner insulator, at the same time construction shield. Next, each cable defines the RG rating is adapted by the specialized function. So here we are defined the different type of RG cables. RG is nothing but radio governance. The coaxial cable, it categorized by different radio governance specifications. First specification is RG59. The specification, it includes the physical specification, it includes the wire gauge. Next, wire gauge, thickness of the inner insulator and construction shield. So first RG59. The RG59 type of coaxial cable, it consists of 75 ohms impedance, and it will be mainly used for the purpose of cable TV connections. RG59 cable, coaxial cable is 75 impedance. Then next, it uses cable TV applications. Next, RG58. So RG58, it uses the impedance of 50 ohms and it will be used for thin internet purpose. Next, RG11, radio governance 11 value is nothing but it contains the impedance of 50 ohms and it will be suitable for thick Ethernet connections. So these are the different categories of coaxial cables: RG59, 58 and RG11. So coaxial cables are categorized by radio governance rating and de jure standards. Next, coaxial cable connectors. The coaxial cable connectors are BNC connectors. BNC means by one nail concealment. The connector coaxial cable. The connect coaxial cable to the device, we need a coaxial connectors. The coaxial connectors is also known as BNC connectors. So the BNC connector is used at the end of cable to a device. So this is the end of cable to device. Here cable, this is the BNC connector. The BNC connector is nothing but it is the end of cable. This is the end of cable, and end of cable will be connected by a BNC connector, end of cable to a device. So example, TV set connection. So TV set connection purpose. Next one is the BNC T connector. This is the BNC T model. BNC T connector is used for ether networks to branch out connection to computer or other devices. So T network, BNC T type of network is used for the ether network to branch out connection to computer, Ethernet to computer or other device. The BNC terminator is used at the end of cable to prevent the reflection of signal. So the need of BNC terminator at the end of cable is nothing but to prevent the reflection of signal. So the BNC connectors are always connected by the cable end. So it is used to end of cable and it will be connected to TV connections. Next, the main advantage or main applications of coaxial cable. First one is the applications. The coaxial cable applications are most versatile medium and it will be used for television distribution. So the coaxial cables are mainly used in dish wires. It works as a dish wires. That is nothing but it will be carry the broadband signals, broadcasting devices. Coaxial cables are used in broadcasting devices. Broadcasting devices is nothing but example of dish wire. So the dish wires are the coaxial cables. It will be used to carry the data. So most versatile medium, television distribution, and the coaxial cables are carrying both audio and video signals. So that's why it will be used in broadcasting stations. Television distribution. Next, long distance telephone in transmission. Next, it can carry 10,000 voice calls simultaneously. So it will be used in telephony and long distance telephony transmission, also television. It supports for both television and telephony, and it can carry at a time 10,000 voice calls simultaneously. Short distance computer system links and local area networking. Local area networking is nothing but LAN systems. Okay, coaxial, these are the main applications of coaxial cable. Most versatile medium, television distribution, at the same time telephony, long distance telephony transmission. In long distance telephony transmission, another one is shielded twisted pair is used also. So but it carries 10,000 voice calls simultaneously. The need of coaxial cable is nothing but it carry 10,000 voice calls simultaneously, and it will be used in local area networks, short distance computer systems also. These are the applications of coaxial cable, and the advantages of coaxial cable is easy to wire, next easy to expand, and the last one is moderate level of electromagnetic interference. It will be easy to wire, easy to expand, at the same time moderate levels of electromagnetic interference. But the disadvantages is nothing but single cable failures, it can take down the entire network. The single cable failures, total network is damaged, it can take down the entire network. And the second one is the cost maintenance also high. Maintenance is high. Third one is the cost of installation of a coaxial cable is high due to this thickness and stiffness. Still, so coaxial installation also high. Cost of installation of coaxial cable is high due to this thickness and stiffness. So due to this thickness and stiffness, so it will the insulation also complex. That is nothing but cost of insulation is high because of only thickness and stiffness, and also maintenance cost also high. Next, if at all single cable is failure, the entire network will be damaged in coaxial cable. Next, another one of transmission media is guided media. Guided media, another type is fiber optic cable. Fiber optic. Just now we have completed coaxial cable. In last class we have completed about twisted pair cable and types of twisted pair cable. The last one of guided media is nothing but fiber optic cable. This is also wired communication, but there are some differences compared with coaxial cable and also twisted pair cable. Fiber optic, here we are using the material as a fiber material, fiber optic cable. So fiber optic cable is a combination of thin glass or plastic threads used to transmitting information. So information, voice, video, data using in the form of light. So fiber optic material or fiber optic cable is a combination of glass or plastic threads. The glass or plastic threads is used to transmitting the information. Voice, information is nothing but type of voice, video, can start data transferring, next data using in the form of light. In fiber optic, the communication is in the form of light. So the communication, it supports for both voice, video, data supports, but the communication is only in the form of light only. Next, optical fiber, it consists of the three main materials called core, cladding and protecting cover. So the optical fiber is made up of core type of material, cladding, and last one is the plastic cover. Next, core. The core is made up of a high quality silica glass or plastic. So core is nothing but it is made up of high quality silica or glass or silica glass or plastic. So next one is the after core. The fiber optic will be surrounded by the cladding material. First one is the core material, and the core material is surrounded by the cladding. In cladding is made up of high quality silica glass or plastic with lower refractive index than core. Same core and cladding both are made up of silica glass or plastic, but the cladding is nothing but the only difference here the low refractive index than core. The cladding type of silica glass or plastic material is low refractive than core. Next, last one is the protective outer. So it will be covering called buffer, covering material used called buffer. Fiber optic communication works on the principle of total internal reflection. The light ray totally reflects back in the same medium. So it will be traveled and reflects back to the same medium is nothing but total internal reflection. So the fiber optic communication based on the principle of total internal reflection. That is nothing but the light rays are totally reflects back into the same medium is known as total internal reflection. So optical fibers is rapidly replacing copper wires in the telephony lines. So it will be rapidly replaced copper wires in a telephony lines, internet communication and even cable TV connections, because the transmitted data can be traveled very long distances without weakening. So the main advantage of optical fiber communication is nothing but the data transmission is for long distance communication. So that's why it will be rapidly replaced by copper wires and copper wires in telephony communication, internet communication, at the same time cable TV connections also. So the cable TV connections and the telephony lines are also transmitted by using of optical fiber communication. Why we can use optical fiber in television communication or in telephony communication means the optical fiber communications, it supports for long distance communication without weakening. The signal strength will be same. Without reducing the signal strength, it will be exchange data from source to receiver, and that is nothing but it supports for long distance communication. And the single node fiber optic cable can have maximum segment length of 2 kilometers and bandwidth will be up to 100 Mbps. Single node fiber optic cable maximum segment length 2 kilometers only, bandwidth it supports to 100 Mbps. And the multi node fiber optic cable can have maximum segment length of 100 kilometers, multi node, number of nodes 100 kilometers, and the bandwidth up to 2 Gbps, gigabits. In single node it supports for 100 Mbps. Next in multi node it supports to 2 Gbps. So this is the optical fiber cable diagram. So optical fiber cable mainly it made up of core material and the cladding material, and it will be covered by plastic coated wire. So core, one is the core, second one is the cladding, and third one is the plastic coated material. So this is called core, second one is the cladding, and last one is the jacket or shielding is nothing but plastic coated wire. So it's a end view: core material, cladding material, plastic coated wire. So here in optical fiber, the data will be transmitted in the form of light rays only. This is the light ray. The data carrying data is in the form of light. So it will be made up of one same core material, and second one is the cladding material, and the last one is the outer material called plastic coated material. The outer sheet is covered by plastic coated material, and the data communication is in the form of light rays. So light rays covered by core material, and the core material will be covered with cladding type of material, and finally the cladding material will be covered by plastic coated material. The core and cladding materials which are made up of silica glass are plastic type of materials, but the cladding material is, the refractive index of cladding material is less compared with core material. The refractive index of cladding is less than core material, and this is the last one layer, plastic layer. The plastic layer is nothing but outer layer which is protected against the noise interferences. Next, the core. The optical fiber, it consists of a narrow strand of glass or plastic known as core. So it consists of narrow strand of glass or plastic known as core. A core is a light transmission area of the fiber. So it is narrow standard glass or plastic, and it is the light transmission area of fiber. The most area of the core, the more light will be transmitted into the fiber. So first inner material is called core type of material, and core. So the optical fiber, it consists of narrow strand of glass or plastic, is known as core. The core is nothing but optical fiber consists of narrow strand of glass or plastic. So a core is light transmission area on the fiber. The more area of the core is more light. Narrow stranded core is more area of light occupies the more core. More area of the core is nothing but more light. Next one is the cladding. Cladding is nothing but the concentric layer of glass is known as cladding. So narrow strand of glass is known as core, whereas the concentric layer of glass is known as cladding. The main functionality of cladding is to provide the layer refractive index at the core. It interfaces as to cause the reflection within the core. So the light waves are transmitted through the fiber. The main functionality or the main aim of cladding is nothing but the main functionality of cladding is to provide the lower refractive index at the core, interfaces to cause the reflection within the core. So it provides lower refractive index and it interface cause to reflection within core. So the light waves are transmitted through the fiber. Next one is the jacket. Jacket is the outer layer, or jacket is nothing but the protective coating consisting of plastic is known as jacket. Plastic coated material, protective. So the protective coating of plastic is known as a jacket. The main purpose of jacket to preserve the fiber strength, it absorb the shock, and extra fiber protection purpose. Fiber protection, and also it preserves the fiber strength and absorb the shocks. The cable can be unidirectional or bidirectional. Unidirectional means it is a type of simplex. The fiber optic cable, it supports for either simplex communication or full duplex communication, means bidirectional communication. Next, the WDM is nothing but the wavelength division multiplexer. It supports two modes, namely unidirectional and bidirectional. This is the WDM type of communication. WDM is nothing but wavelength division multiplexer. The wavelength division multiplexer is supposed to unidirectional and bidirectional mode. So this is the fiber optic communication cable. So here the data transmission is in the form of light. The light will be first core material, cladding material, and this is the outer layer is the plastic coated material. The plastic coated material is used for the first mainly extra fiber protection purpose, and it absorbs the shocks. Fiber strength to fiber protection, at the same time it absorbs the shocks. Core material is nothing but glass or silica, and cladding material is also silica, glass or plastic, but the refractive index of cladding material is less than compared with core material. Next, the core material, it consists of narrow bandwidth. This is the core material. So it consists of narrow standard. Next, if the core area is more and the light is also more, the more area of the core is nothing but more light will be transmitted. Next, the main advantages of fiber optic cables are, there are many advantages in fiber optic cable. The following advantages is nothing but first is the high information capacity. Need of optical fiber or fiber optics is nothing but first one is the high information capacity. So optical fiber communication system have much information capacity than metallic cables due to large bandwidth is available with optical frequencies. With optical frequencies, and optical fibers are available with a bandwidth up to 10 gigahertz. So the need of optical fibers is nothing but first the high information capacity. So optical fibers have systems much information capacity than metallic cables. Why much information capacity is nothing but it has a due to large bandwidth is available with optical frequencies, and it will be supports up to bandwidth 10 gigahertz. Next, high. So that's why it supports for high information capacity purpose, or the data transmission is high. Next, more secure. Optical fibers are more secure than copper cables. It is impossible to tap into a fiber cable without the user's knowledge. For these reasons, optical fibers are used in military applications. So it will be more secure than copper cables, and it is impossible to tapping the fiber cable. So that's why it will be used in military applications. Next, in optical fibers, less repeaters are required. So optical fiber cables have less losses, and hence it requires less number of repeaters between transmitters and receivers. So less losses, and hence it optical fiber cable has less losses, hence it doesn't require repeaters. That is nothing but it requires only less number of repeaters between transmitter and receiver. Next, less expensive. Optical fiber cables are less expensive than copper cables. This is because many miles of optic cables are easier and less expensive to install than same amount of copper cables. Resistant to electric shock. The main another advantage is resistant to electric shock. So fiber optic do not cause electric shocks because they do not carry electricity. So that's why the resistance to electric shock is the one property of optical fiber cable, or one advantage. So fiber optic cables do not carry the electricity. Next, less interference. The fiber optic uses the glass signals instead of electricity. The signal do not interface with each other. So here we are using light signals instead of electricity. So the need of light signals is nothing but it do not interface with each others. Next, digital transmission. The fiber optic cables, it also supports for digital transmission. That is nothing but computer networks need digital information, since the fiber optic cables send information in digitally. For computer purpose, it sends the signals in the form of digitals needed. So computer networks are needed digital information. So fiber optic cables are send the information in digitally. Next, high speed. It uses light waves for communication, extremely high frequency signals, about 13 into 10 power 6 gigahertz. Hence it is a high speed. The communication, first light waves are communicated extremely high frequencies. The frequency of signals is nothing but it will be in 13 into 10 power 6 gigahertz. So the frequency will be more, and the speed of optical fiber communication is also more. Next, small in size. Due to small in size, large number of optical fiber cables are can fitted in a small cable. Size is also less. Due to small size, the large number of optical fibers are fitted in a small cable. Next, 10th one is that it has less attenuation over a very long distance than copper cables. So the attenuation also less over a long distance than copper cables. Attenuation means reducing. Next, light in weight. Next advantage is that there are more flexible and strong. So it will be more flexible and strong. And applications of optical fibers is, first advantages is nothing but there are different advantages: high information, secure, repeaters, less repeaters are required, less expensive, so resistant to electric shock, less interference, digital transmission, it supports for high speed communication, size also less. Next, it will be the attenuation is less, so that's why it will be used for long distance communication. And the light in weight. Next, it will be more flexible and strong. So there are some applications of optical fibers. These are the advantages, and applications is nothing but it will be used in cable television system, telecommunication. Next, computer networks for local area networking, and MAN stands for metropolitan area networking. So it will be in computer networks, it supports for local area networking system, at the same time metropolitan area networking system. Next, it supports for Ethernet and gigabit Ethernet communication. Next, local telephone and long distance telephone lines also. Aircraft communication, the optical fibers are suitable for aircraft communication. Next, it will be more secure, that's why secure communication system of military bases. Next, college campus communication. Next, the main advantage is CCTV camera. CCTV is nothing but closed circuit television, so CCTV systems. Next, interconnection of measuring and monitoring instrument of industrial plants and laboratories. So it will be used for interconnection of measuring and monitoring instrument in plants and laboratories. Next, shipboard communication. And also under ocean communication, shipboard and under ocean. This is the main advantages of fiber optic cable, ship and under ocean, shipboard communication and under ocean communication. It also used in medical, that is nothing but in medical it uses light guides, so imaging tools and also lasers for the surgeries. So this is the lights, the information is transmitted in the signals is in the form of light, so it will be used in medical applications. So it uses light guides, imaging tools and large surgery lasers for surgeries also. Next, it also used for industrial purpose and also commercial purpose. Fiber optic cables are used. Next, this diagram indicates the distributed fiber optic sensor applications. So the diagram the fiber optic applications are, it will be used for oil and gas wells. So it will be supports for oil and gas wells, pipelining system. Next, wind energy turbines. Next, geothermal optical fiber sensor application. Fiber sensor application used in oil, gas, pipelines. Next, wind energy turbines and geothermal stations, and also suitable for military applications. Military applications is nothing but shipboard monitoring and avoiding. Next, homeland security. Next, process control and infrastructure purpose. So these are the optical fiber applications. So the today's class completed about coaxial cable, fiber optic cable. So coaxial is mainly used for broadcasting system made up of 4 materials: inner conductor, next metal shield, shield type is, and that is nothing but insulator, and outer conductor. Outer conductor is covered by plastic coated material. So inner conductor is nothing but made up of copper material, outer conductor is nothing but mesh. The outer conductor is made up of copper mesh, and middle is nothing but non-conductive material. And the non-conductive material is first it will be the middle core is responsible for data transferring, whereas the copper mesh is nothing but outer conductor is used for the electromagnetic interferences. It prevents from the electromagnetic interference and the noise also, it prevents noise also. This is about coaxial cable. The coaxial cable ratings are defined by the RG stands for radio governance, so based on insulating properties. Next, including wire gauge of inner conductor. Next, type of inner insulator. So we can define the different RG standards. RG59 is nothing but it uses 75 ohms of impedance and it used in cable TV applications. RG58 it uses the 50 ohms of impedance and it will be used in thin internet section. RG11 is used for the 50 ohms of impedance and it will be used for thick internet. RG is nothing but the standards developed by radio governance based on wire gauge and also thickness of inner insulator and size, type also it will impacting. Coaxial cable applications is used for telephonic communications. It carries 10,000 voice calls simultaneously. Next, local area networking purpose. The coaxial cables are connected by using of BNC connectors. The cable end will be connected with BNC connector. So it will be used for the BNC connectors are connected to TV systems, TV concentration purpose. Advantages: easy wire, easy expand. Next, electromagnetic interference, moderate level of electromagnetic interference. The only main disadvantage is cost high. Next, insulation of coaxial cable is high, installation cost is, and thickness, because of installation cost is depends on the thickness and stiffness purpose. Next, single cable failure, the entire network will be damaged. Next type of guided media is the fiber optic cable. In fiber optic cable, just we are using 3 materials. One is a core and second one is a cladding and the last one is a plastic coated material is also called a jacket. So in fiber optic cable, the data transmission is transmitted in the form of light. Light is the communication media in fiber optic cable. The core is made up of silica, glass or plastic, whereas cladding also made up of silica, glass or plastic. The only difference is the refractive index of cladding is less than core. Next, last one is the jacket. Jacket is nothing but plastic coated protective outer, plastic coated wire. Next, if the single node of optical fiber we can use, it supports up to 100 Mbps and the distance it supports to 2 kilometers. But multi-node fiber is supports up to 2 Gbps of data and supports to 100 kilometers. This is the core and cladding is. The core is nothing but narrow strand of glass or plastic and the transmission of fiber. Cladding is nothing but the concentric layer of glass is known as cladding and the refractive index also less. Jacket is nothing but protective cover consisting of plastic known as jacket. Next, the purpose of is nothing, jacket is nothing but it protects against a jacket is preserve the fiber strength and absorb the shock. Extra fiber protection purpose. Shock absorb, it protects the shock absorptions. Next, preserve the fiber strength and also next fiber protection purpose. And it also supports for fiber optic cable unidirectional and bidirectional communication, means simplex communication and full duplex communication, because here the WDM wavelength division multiplexers are used. Next, the main advantage, high information capacity, so that's why it will be replaced by copper cables and telephony lines, coaxial cables. Next, more secure, less repeaters are required, less expensive, resistant to electric shock. Next, less interferences, and it supports for digital transmission also. Next, high speed of data transmission. Size is also less, weight is also less, and it supports for long distance communication. The main system applications is cable TV communication, telecommunication, local area networking system. Next, medical transmission, industrial commercial applications. In medical, the light guides are imaging tools and it also used for lasers for surgeries. The lights are used for laser surgeries. Well, next another one advantage is military applications, closed circuit TV cameras, that is nothing but CCTV. Next, to college campus communication, aircraft communication, shipboard communication, under ocean communication. So these are the main advantages of optical fiber communication. So this is all about guided transmission media. Guided transmission is a physical guided transmission is nothing but by using a physical wire we can exchange the data. So there are three types, mainly twisted pair, coaxial cable and the optical fiber. Twisted pair is shielded, unshielded. Again, coaxial cable is used for broadcast communication and the optical fiber is mainly used for military applications and shipboard applications, ocean applications. This is all about guided transmission media. Next class we will discuss about unguided media, means wireless communication, that is nothing but examples of radio wave and microwave communication and also infrared communication. So up to this class we are completed about transmission media. Transmission media is a type of guided only. So guided communication will be completed and next class we will discuss about unguided media. Thank you all.